a very important video over here. If you would like to work in the United States remotely from your own country, no matter where you are in the world, and you would like to earn in the United States dollar currency, that is the USD currency, which is of course stronger than most currencies that we know already right now, well, you're in luck, because in this video I'm going to be telling you how you can work from home at one of these companies. And not only can you work at this company full-time, but you can also work from home part-time if you want. So you can do this with your job if you would like, and everything is going to be detailed in this video. So if you're interested, continue watching. Guys, there's going to be regular updates on jobs overseas on this channel, so you can first off consider subscribing to the channel. Now, moving on to this opportunity, let me actually tell you how I came across this and why I'm making the video on this, because it's a very important factor to understand that if you would like to go ahead and settle down in a country like the US, you probably should start working with an employer from the US already, right? Now, this is for a couple of reasons. First off, if you already start working with an employer from the US, there is a much higher chance that the US employer would probably be on board with filing a visa for you. So they can basically sponsor you for the H-1B directly from India, from China, from Nigeria, wherever you're watching this from. You can actually work overseas with a US employer directly first off, right? Now, in this video, I'm going to be revealing one of the biggest employers for remote jobs, so that you can actually work with this employer directly in the United States from the comfort of your home. Not only would this help you actually get your foot in the door when it comes to working in the United States, this would actually help you build up your resume so that later on, when you go for the same employer or switch a different employer to the United States and you apply to their company for an H-1B or anything of that sort, well, the employer would actually know that you already have some experience working in one of the US companies. So they're going to be so much more inclined towards hiring you, because you would probably know the culture better. You would already know how the work goes on in the US, and that's something that you can take real advantage of. We're actually going to be launching a whole module where you can connect with employers overseas directly over chat, but for that it's going to take a little bit of time on YMGrad at least. So for now, I'm going to be revealing this opportunity to you. Let's actually go on to their website and I'll tell you more about this company and about the positions that are available. So we're on the Teletech jobs website over here. Teletech is actually one of the biggest companies in the US when it comes to the customer service industry. They help you deliver better experiences, they help different businesses, and they work with a lot of businesses all over the world. And it's again one of the biggest companies in the US in this industry. Now, they're actually very famous for giving out work from home jobs. In fact, they have a whole module over here where they have work from home jobs right over here. Now, why am I talking about Teletech over here? Why am I not talking about some other company? The reason is that one of my very close friends is already working remotely in this company, and they're working part-time, by the way. So you know that there are part-time positions. I'll show you which position they work for as well, as by the way, and I'll show you the salary, the payout range that you can attain working for this company. Okay, now, just to begin over here, when you come onto this website, I'm going to be leaving this link in the description, by the way, don't worry about it. But for now, stick with me. There's some important stuff that I want to show you. So when you come onto this website, you can actually mention what kind of a position would you want, okay? Now, let's say that this person wants a job that is of a UX researcher, which is also what my friend appears to be doing, by the way. So I'll just type in UX over here and I'll click on search, okay? Now, this can be done for different kind of jobs. You can be doing digital marketing, you could be doing content writing, you could be doing web development, whatever you're doing, right? You just have to search over here, right? And the opportunities will come up and you can see where the positions are actually located, like where the actual company is located will be shown directly over here, because Teletech has a lot of offices all over the world. So this is something that you probably need to know about. So I would suggest going for employers in the United States and not for other locations. All right, now I'm going to be scrolling down over here, and the most important option that I'm going to be selecting is the work from home one, and I'm going to say yes. So the work from home option has to be selected. Yes, it is required. Okay, and now of course you can take a look at other options, like include opportunities from a specific location, etc, etc. You can do that. Some more filters pop up depending on your query sometimes, right? But for now, we actually have these filters, and we're going to open up the UX researcher position. Okay, so this is a very similar sort of position that I'm familiar with, because my friend has already told me all about it, right? So he's already working over here. But again, this is something that I found on this website, but this position is actually not a part-time position, by the way. So they probably ran out of part-time positions for this exact position, but of course you can actually go ahead and do your research for other part-time part-time positions. They do have them, by the way. But I'm going to be telling you from the example of this position, what is the education required? Look, they need bachelor's degree, 3 years of work experience, right? They all, or you can have a master's degree and 1 or 2 years of work experience, whatever you want, right? This is probably one good way to search for jobs, right? Different postings will have different eligibility criteria, right? And if you're not fitting for this one, go ahead, take a look at the hundreds of other opportunities on this website. Literally, there are hundreds of them. I just spent a lot of time on this website before making this video, and I can tell you there's a lot of them. Now, see over here, right, you can see the position in itself lists that this is actually a remote position. You can work from home, and of course, by the way, they do offer the payout range over here as well. Now, let me actually see right over here. Where did I find it? Right over here. So that's $83,000 to $115,000 per annum. But remember that this is the US pay scale in general. This will come down a little bit when you are working from, let's say, a country like India, but at the same point of time, you will still have a very good payout range. In fact, you would be walking with somewhere around at least 1 lakh plus rupees per month with a part-time job over here, right? And if you are doing this for full-time, well, then you can expect much more in the range of this compensation. Of course, you can see exactly how they mentioned that they are a fair employer. They do not believe in having any sort of disparities in their payout range, and depending on your race, location, etc., etc. So all of that is written over here on this website. You can go ahead and check it out. Now, again, very important, guys, if you can get your foot in the door, if you can actually get with a US employer and you can start working with them, trust me, it opens up a world of opportunities for you in the United States. I personally know a lot of people who have actually immigrated to the US by doing this first and then moving on to the H-1B, and then of course moving on to the green card slowly from there. But of course, everything starts right over here, right? This is just one company, and they almost always are on the lookout for talented people overseas who can even work from home. That's good enough. So go ahead, apply, and I'm going to be actually updating you of such opportunities both on my Instagram page, where you can follow me, by the way. I'll be giving you such information for a lot more companies, and on my YouTube, when I find really good opportunities, right? So go ahead, make sure that you're following me on these platforms, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye and take care for now, and all the best for your interviews.